American NTFL ruckman Alexander Aricchio has been farewelled at a memorial service in Darwin this morning. His body will be flown home to his family in the United States on Friday.
For a fair bit of time, we're sort of just been in a bit of shock. But pretty instantly, I think everyone just sort of dropped everything and just congregated together to try and just to deal with it together. And then there's a lot of focus on trying to do the right thing by his family, given that they were in America and it was night time there and they weren't aware, and trying to sort of manage the messages that were going out in media and things like that, just to make sure that we're respectful as possible and letting everyone that needed to know. But it was absolutely heartbreaking. I mean, we had members and the family that he was living with, and Sue Cots had to go out and identify his body, which is just the worst thing that you ever want to do. And then talking with his best mates from around Australia and his family, it's that because they weren't there and weren't able to. It's very hard for him to sort of get closure or accept it, or I just still can't imagine how we talk to his family quite regularly, but for them just being on the other side of the world while it was happening, quite sad to realise how far and how many people were affected by it, but at the same time it was quite nice to know that how respected and well loved he was around the place, and absolutely heartbreaking for his best mate in Australia, Tom Fields, and it was so good for him, I think, to be able to come up in that round one and to spend time and with all of the people that were sort of around here at the time, and share stories and go and visit the site and sort of close that chapter in terms of playing. I think he always wanted to play with Roach up here for the Waratahs, but I guess for him to be able to do that gave him some closure, and I think for the club too, it really gave us a really big boost in terms of just having his presence.
Very happy today to announce $4,000 to Waratah Football Club to do some road safety awareness work with their under-18 football team. With
Roach's passing, with where we want to go with the club in terms of really investing in our juniors and bringing them, just trying to bring all the pieces of the club together. So we don't have in the club, we don't have lots of money, so we've tried to look outside of the box at what grants were available, and then this is one of the ones that we saw, and we sort of thought, well, how can we fit this to our purpose, and it came pretty quickly that really one of the most dangerous things, far more dangerous than playing football, is getting a licence, and in those first few years of having a licence. So that was the motivator. I myself did an advanced driver training course a number of years ago, and it really opened my eyes to how real the risks are of driving. So I thought that it'd be really beneficial to get them in and show them. And I think we'll run the theory workshop in here, which will, it'll be a huge value, but then also we'll be getting them on the track and doing some practicals. We can all do with a reminder of how how fragile life is, and particularly how at risk we are when we're behind the wheel of a car.